Hey everyone, this is Hope from Pros Before Bros, and yeah, it's Wednesday, and I'm making a video. I wasn't expecting to do that, but I also wasn't expecting a bookcase to be on my doorstep today. And I actually got it, let's see, I think it was this afternoon. The delivery guy dropped it off, and I got my notification at work. Oh, so yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and open that with you. I wasn't expecting it until Wednesday. I'm still really surprised by that. So, Bookcase, if you guys don't recall me talking about it, I recently rejoined Bookcase last month because they started rolling out their YA books at this point. So, prior to I think it was probably summertime. I had initially signed up for Bookcase. They didn't have that many categories to choose from. I believe they had like thriller, romance, and something else, and I ended up doing thriller. Wasn't really impressed with the books. Decided to just put on hiatus and went over to Uppercase instead. And that's how this great big book subscription journey had started. But the book box that I picked obviously is YA because I was curious about it. I'll keep covering my face. um, because I was curious about it. Now it is $14.95 a month. Think roughly, it's a guesstimate. And it includes two new release books inside that category that you choose. Now the two new releases, sometimes they'll come in paperbacks, sometimes they'll come in hardbacks. It really just depends on how Bookcase gets them from the publisher. And they usually cater to like lesser known authors. So that's another thing that really intrigued me. A lot of the book subscription boxes that are out there, besides, I want to say besides Second Star, because they try to um, kind of lean away from picking like big name books. So a lot of the subscriptions out there focus on the books that are like huge that's coming out. So I really wanted to go in a different direction, see what kind of books the indie publishers are putting out right now, or the indie authors, and kind of take uh a little adventure with that. There we go. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and open this. My throat. Oh my God. As you can tell, I already cut it open, so I wouldn't be fiddling with that on camera. And let's see. We got some tissue paper, and we got two books. There we go. Okay, so the first book that we have is interesting. Okay. It's called The White Road of the Moon, and it's by Rachel Newmeyer. And it just says, what magic will she find on the path ahead? Very interesting. There's no dust jacket with this one. I kind of like it without the dust jacket, though. I'm okay with this. But look at the cover. It's really pretty. Let's see what it's about. Okay. A girl came into view, walking along the road from Merides? Wow, that's an interesting name. I'm going to go with Merides. Merides' right hand toward her left, blurred and formless at first, the girl did not actually seem to approach as much as simply to grow more distinct, as though the light of the road were shaping her out of itself and lending her reality. Oh gosh, his name's going to mess me up. Meredy knew as soon as she saw her that this was what she had waited for. Okay. It doesn't really give that much information, does it? Obviously, it's some sort of fantasy. It does involve magic. Um, Interesting. So I do have a lot of fantasy right now, and I keep telling you guys, oh my God, I need to do something about all this fantasy that I have. And it keeps coming over here. Either I gravitate toward it, or it gravitates towards me. But yeah, it's worth a shot. I definitely will try it out. And then last book here. I'm going to put this down. That way I'm not knocking things around. Last book we got is by J.J. Strong, and it's called Us Kids Know. This one has a dust jacket, and they're both hardback. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. That's all the reviews that people had for it. Okay, so let's find out what this is about, shall we? After that commercial break, excuse me. All right, so it looks like this is... Okay, Bree and Ray Odell are lost. Anxious, restless, Ray, bullied at his Catholic school for being small and timid, wants to be someone people respect, or even better, someone people fear. I don't think I want to be someone people fear. Meanwhile, his sister Bree knows that something is off about her friendship with the shiny, happy, sophisticated blonde girls on her field hockey team. They don't really understand Bree, and if Bree is being totally honest, she doesn't really understand them either. When storied delinquent Cullen Hickson enters the orbit of the Odell siblings. Really? His name's Cullen? Well, I have Twilight vibes, am I? I don't want Twilight vibes. Okay. Everything changes. Bree and Ray find an alluring, addictive outlet in Cullen. He introduces Ray to the singular thrill of crime, from breaking and entering to Grand Theft Auto. What the hell? I mean, yeah, Grand Theft Auto, that's kind of a big deal for a teenager. I mean, I can remember feeling like a total badass if one of my friends snatched a candy bar at the corner store. And it wasn't like we did on purpose. It was like we left it in Mom's cart and she forgot to pay for it. Wow. Okay. This kid's a beast. Damn. And Bree quickly dives into an all-consuming romance with the charismatic upperclassman. Bree and Ray's lives grow more and more intertwined with Cullen's, and soon their thrilling experience descends into a series of events that lead the teens down a dark path. Cue movie phone voice. Okay. One that will forever alter the course of their lives. Okay. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about the badass kid being named Cullen. But, we'll take it. We'll take it. I'm just going to have to wash Twilight from my memory. Wash on. Wash off. Wax on. Wax off. God, I can't even get my 80s references right. Okay, so that was Bookcase for this month. Pretty exciting stuff. Like I said, I did have a mini book haul. And funny thing is, half of this book haul I totally forgot about because they were pre-orders. And I did them like 6 months ago. So I came home one day and it was like an Amazon box sitting on my door. And I'm doorstep and I'm like, what happened here? And I knew that John didn't order anything because I typically use the Amazon. So I pop open the box. I'm like, oh, it's like Christmas. Yay! So I had like Christmas twice this month. Is that bad? Okay. So as I told you, I did do, maybe I didn't tell you guys. Did I tell you that I went to Barnes & Noble? I went to Barnes & Noble, and it's all their fault because they sent me their little email alert saying, hey, hashtag book haul is here. And I was like, what's this hashtag book haul? What's going on? And I go and like over 400 titles of theirs are marked down to 50% off the list price. And I'm like, so my goal of not buying that many books for this month, it just kind of went bye-bye, adios. So I went, but I did save a crap ton of money in the process. So like I said, the books were marked down to 50% off, and it was over 400 titles, and it was awesome. So I'm just gonna hop into it. We'll talk about what I found. The first book that I got, you guys are gonna probably shun me. I gotta warn you ahead of time because there are two books inside this little mini haul that are biography books. I don't know what's going on with biographies for me right now. I've been obsessed with them lately. It's crazy. It is crazy. But I picked this up, and it's The Girl on the Balcony by Olivia Hussey. Olivia Hussey finds life after Romeo and Juliet. So, if you guys look at this, you might recognize her. She was actually in the 1968 version of Romeo and Juliet. In this one, I can remember in high school, and I didn't graduate like in the 60s. I graduated in 2002. Let's just clarify that. In high school, I can remember we were told that we were going to watch this in honors English. And all the guys were like super excited because there's like a scene where you could see a little bit of Olivia Hussey's breast. So yeah, they would get super excited about it. And the poor English teacher at the time, I can remember so vividly, they were trying to convince her to pause it at that spot. And I was just like, don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh, but yeah, she did. So that's my memory of Olivia Hussey, is seeing her nipple on a big box screen. But anyway, this book sounds really interesting. It actually popped up on my Amazon recommends page prior to the book haul, the book sale at Barnes and Noble, and they wanted, I think it was like $17, and I was like, oh, it's going to come down in price eventually. I'm just going to hold off on it. So it came down to $13, which is good because the list price is $26. And I really wanted to read this. It talks about obviously her life after the fame of doing Romeo and Juliet. She wasn't really, I think she was typecast a lot for that particular role. So she didn't really get to go beyond that. But it does talk about her trying to get back into her acting, her personal dilemmas that she had, like filing bankruptcy, having just, going from this esteemed fame to nothing and then going back again. So it's really interesting. I am looking forward to it, but I gotta show you guys her front picture and her back picture. Either she has damn good genes or she's got some work done. Whatever, you do you, girl. But yeah, I'm excited about this book. The next 3 books that I picked up at Barnes and Noble, one was at Amazon. I couldn't pick those up at Amazon. Okay. Are actually in a series, and I don't know if there's going to be more after this. There might be. I have a feeling that they're going to try to continue this as much as they can. But it is the series. Oh, and it's also endorsed by James Patterson. I've been hearing a lot about this series, and it's by Carrie Maniscalco. We're going to go with that. And it's Stalking Jack the Ripper is the first in the series. So you might recognize this because I've seen a lot of booktubers talk about this particular book. And then Hunting Prince Dracula is the second. And the third is Escaping from Houdini. And it is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. So I didn't really do that bad at Barnes & Noble. So the first 2 books in this series came out roughly to like $5 each. And this book, which is fairly new, it's $19, but I got it for half off. So I saved quite a bit of money there. And I'm getting my hiccups again. Ugh. Okay. So jumping on to my last three books here. The first book is another biography. Like I told you, I had two in this haul here. I'm really excited about this one, and it is A Rather Haunted Life by Ruth Franklin, and I believe Shirley Jackson also had a connection to it, like she helped write it, but it's about her life. It's about Shirley Jackson's life, and if you guys don't recognize the name Shirley Jackson, it's totally okay. I won't judge. She was the author of, let's see. Oh, I didn't know that. She was the author of The Lottery. Um, Her famed piece of all time is The Haunting of Hill House, which has gotten a lot of love lately because of the Netflix series. Granted, the Netflix series is not an adaptation of the book. We won't go there, but it's still pretty awesome. I can't wait till second season comes out. But it's still pretty good. And she also wrote the book gosh, I always forget how it's titled. We Always Lived in the Castle, right? Right? Did I say it right? We Have Always Lived in the Castle, yes. So this follows Shirley Jackson's life, and like I said, I believe that Ruth Franklin had done interviews with her, sat down with her to go over the details of the book. I don't know how I heard about this book. I think I heard about it either on Goodreads or somebody might have told me about it on Facebook. If you guys are watching this and you were one of the people that put it inside my ear, thank you. I was really excited about picking this up. I'm really, really stoked about it. I'm really impressed with Shirley Jackson in particular. She had a very interesting life. And she was a really incredible writer. So, yeah, I can't wait to read this. And the next book, these next two books actually were pre-orders I totally forgot about. So it was like another Christmas for me because I forgot that I ordered them like 6 months ago. And they fell on my doorstep yesterday evening. And I came home and John was like, I didn't order a package, did you? And I'm like, no. And then I opened it up and I was like, oh, okay, I remember these because I ordered them like 6 months ago. And yeah, so surprise, Merry Christmas again in March. But yeah, the first book that I got here is Whatever Normal Is, and it's by Jane St. Anthony. And this is actually supposed to be a YA book. I'm trying to go off of memory here. I think I heard about it on a Goodreads list. And it's about a girl named Margaret. She is an aspiring Broadway singer. Like junior, I think she's like a junior in high school, and that's what she wants to be. But she's living in the 1960s. She's got an obsession with Paul McCartney. I can relate. I dig Paul McCartney. It's cool. I don't know much else about this book. I'll be honest with you. The thing that really attracted me is the 1960s time setting. I'm always trying to find really good books based in the 1960s. I'm fascinated with that era. It's just like my mom always says, I was born in the wrong decade. So I picked it up based solely on the fact it was in the 1960s. That might be a terrible idea. We'll find out. It's actually really thin. Kind of makes me nervous that it's so small, but you never know. It could be really good. So I'll probably be reading this here very soon. I imagine with the length, it's going to be a very quick read. And then the last book, I'm all kinds of excited for this book, is ready, you guys set? It's Daisy Jones and the Six, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to read this. I totally forgot that I ordered it, and it's funny because I was thinking about going to Barnes & Noble after work to pick it up one day. I was like, no. Then I come home and it's at my doorstep. I'm like, oh, thank God. thank God I didn't do that. I'd be stuck with two. But yeah, this book is really, if you guys don't know, the author who wrote this book is Taylor Jenkins Reid, and you might be familiar for work, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. One of the first books that I actually reviewed on my YouTube channel when I started it, and I loved it. I think I ended up giving like 5 stars because I was just so invested in that book. So when I heard that she was going to be writing a book based on a 1970s band, oh yeah, I jumped on that bridge so quickly. But this follows the story of a band. It's very similar from what I can gather to Fleetwood Mac. And the lead singer is obviously like the Stevie Nicks of the group. It's told in like a, let's see, I believe it's told as a oral history. If I remember correctly, did I read that somewhere? I read it somewhere, didn't I? Written as an oral history of one of the biggest bands of the 70s. So, like I said, I loved The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I was really taken by Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing in particular and her character development. So I'm really excited about this, and it's been getting so much buzz with people that got advanced copies. And it is also, didn't know this, it was also a is that going to let you see it? Probably not. Probably not. Reese's Book Club. And I think Reese's Book Club is like new to Amazon or Audible. But it's Reese Witherspoon basically has her own book club, and she picks out books that she thinks are good for that. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. Can't wait to read that book. Whew, I thought those dropped. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about the bookcase. I think I'm going to stick with them one more month and kind of see, where that goes. It's not such a huge drop in the bucket money-wise that I'm going to be hurting from trying it out even longer. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have Bookcase, tell me your thoughts on Bookcase below, and let's see what we have there. I do have an update. So I've gotten a lot of feedback from Facebook, and also Aaron, I got to email you. I keep forgetting, but I wanted to collaborate with you on a few things if you're watching this. But I got a lot of feedback from Facebook, so it does look like we're going to have a group of some sort. I'm hoping to get that pretty ironed out within the next week or two. That way we can have that up. If you guys are interested in that, I will go ahead and have those details in a future video. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are about the bookcase or any of the books that I showed you today. And if you read them, I'd love to hear your opinions on them. All right, so I think I'm done today. I'm losing my voice. Yeah, I think I need to go get some water. All right, thank you guys so much for sticking with me. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.